Yerby is not the only farmer declaring his wheat crop a loss. Fungal diseases, wet weather, and cold temps in the spring have added up to what one wheat researcher calls the worst wheat crop he's seen in 30 years.
This is all that's left of the wheat crop at Engelman Farms in Maringouin. Stubble where Kurt and his brother Mark harvested about 400 acres, and scorched earth where they burned the remaining 200 acres.
Normally when you would do that, you'd have a lot of pretty kernels. I see one.
Engelman says an outbreak of the disease scab is partly to blame for the wheat crop being too damaged to even harvest. Even with the wheat the Engelmans were able to harvest, Kurt says they will not earn enough to cover their investment.
We projected this winter that the wheat crop would gross somewhere around $200,000. Now, that's not profit, that's just gross, but we would gross around $200,000, and it's looking like from what we harvested, we're looking at somewhere around $50,000 or $60,000.
And the Engelmans will have to spend more money to fix these ruts in the fields before they can plant sugarcane here in August. Dr. Stephen Harrison with the LSU Ag Center says the rain that's to blame for these ruts is also to blame for the diseases which destroyed wheat yields across the state.
What happened this year was that we had basically 2 weeks of rainfall where it rained every other day, and that happened right during flowering. Well, it's during flowering that Fusarium infects a wheat plant. So anytime you have a lot of rain during flowering, you're more prone to having a scab epidemic.
Dr. Harrison says scab can also infect corn crops, so in fields where wheat is planted behind corn, the fungal infection was especially bad. Harrison says once scab is in a field, it doesn't necessarily go away by the next growing season, so there is a chance farmers could see another outbreak next year. To learn more about Louisiana's wheat crop, click over to our website at twilatv.org.